Hi, my people. Here coming from the Boxing Truth. I want to make this video and let's talk about Jermall Charlo, the 160 champion, the guy that just beat Derenchenko a week ago. And I was thinking, and I say before my videos, that I don't see nothing special on Charlo. I said that on the comments. I clarify in the videos that Charlo is missing aggression. He's a guy that stay put, don't let his hand go too much. But from nowhere, all of a sudden, on the Derenchenko fight, I saw a different Jermall Charlo. And now I got it today. Today I was talking to my friend, a Russian friend that love boxing too. He's like 21. He used to box with this guy Nikita Bobby. He used to go to the same gym on like McDonough Avenue in Brooklyn. But he's not boxing no more. We just talking about it, and then an idea came to my mind. So basically, I never seen Charlo Jermall. We talk about Jermall, not Jermall the 154. We talk about Jermall 160. We never seen Charlo being under pressure before. We never seen him going back. We never seen him being defensive. And I noticed that every fight that he fought before Derenchenko, people really tried to box him, not go into a fight with him. Even J-Rock, you could see he wasn't really, he did check when he fought Jerry Hurt. He was inside with Jerry Hurt. He didn't care about Jerry Hurt's power, but he did care about Charlo's power. And even him tried to box a guy that is aggressive like J-Rock. So meaning, I like to be straight. Yeah, the phone fell. I like to be straight to the point. But like I'm saying, J-Rock like to go inside, and he didn't go inside with this guy. What do you think is the reason about it? Because they felt his power, he feel his power. So basically when Charlo land a jab, you can say, oh man, something hit me. And he even knocked J-Rock with a jab. But with Derenchenko wasn't the same thing. Derenchenko had to really respect his power. That's why in the first 5 rounds, he lost them. Because after the Charlo landed a jab, Derenchenko was like, what the hell? I know I fought Golovkin, but this guy feel weird. This guy came out swinging jabs, hooks, uppercut like crazy. Derenchenko basically couldn't go in on this guy. So I noticed the way Charlo fought, it's not only that he fought better under pressure, he came out swinging out, boxing Derenchenko. He never before, I don't know, he got 31 fights, something like that, 23 knockouts. He never before came out like that. He never came out on his toes, Muhammad Ali style. Even though he's a slow guy, not fast hand, not fast feet, but he's a stable guy, great chin. And he never been wobble or knocked down at least. So that fight went how it went, not because he came out boxing, because he came out boxing like never. It's because his real Charlo style came out when he's under pressure. So basically, the only way you beat Charlo, you have to be outboxing him. I see guys like Billy Joe Sanders, Dimitris Andre giving Charlo problems because they box. I compared Billy Joe Sanders. I think he's the Muhammad Ali of the Great Britain. This guy go on his toe boxing. The way he beat David Lemieux can tell you that. He didn't get caught not even one time in the chin. The guy was doing whatever he wanted with David Lemieux. He didn't even have to knock him out because he was toying with this guy, even better than Golovkin. Golovkin really have a good performance against David Lemieux. And Billy Sanders was playing with him. Dimitri Sanders, why? Dimitri Sanders, it's not like he boxes you. He really fight you and throw punches from all angles. Dimitri Andrews is like Lomachenko, just with longer reach, bigger, because he's in the way like Lomachenko, because Dimitri Andrews, he's southpaw, but he's really right-handed, so his power is on the right hook, and he throw power shots from angles. So for a slow guy like Charlo, it will really be difficult to fight like a guy that Dimitri Andrews, because he can box. He's not really a boxer. He's really like kind of like a throw shot, kind of stay in the pocket guy that like to fight, and he has so much skills. Because if we talk about boxing, a guy like Gennady Golovkin, Gennady is really a power boxer. He has power and he outboxes with the jab. And he can be a swimmer too. He go inside, but he's more like a boxer. Other people don't understand. That's why it was so hard for Golovkin to fight Lomachenko, because it was kind of a boxer with a guy that come in. Always the guy that come in be the guy that go out and go around the ring. The same happened with Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali doesn't go in on you. He outboxes you. So when Joe Frazier came in, he beat him, because there's no way for you to defend yourself against a smaller guy that is hitting you with hooks everywhere. How you gonna run for him? So basically, guys that come in get more points than guys that go out. You can outbox a guy that come in on you. You outbox a guy like kind of like Charlo. Why I think you can outbox Golovkin? Because Golovkin is a puncher boxer. He outboxes you and he punch you out. He punch hard. So basically, the style to be Golovkin, it's like Canelo did the wrong thing to fight in the second fight. But Canelo is not a come-in fighter. Canelo is a counter-puncher, boxer. Canelo outbox you by countering you when you come into to him, not going into you. That's why the fight, Golovkin won the clear fight, and they still give it to Canelo because he came forward. And you know, they always give it to him. He lost the fight, plain and simple. So Charlo, he showed a different style. He showed he can fight under pressure. So that's what I'm saying. Charlo and Canelo will be a difficult fight for both of them. Charlo because he's strong, and Canelo because Canelo not going to go in on Charlo. And Canelo be a style similar to Charlo on Daniel Jacobs, where Daniel Jacobs is more agile than Charlo and faster and throw from angles. If Canelo was able to be a guy like Daniel Jacobs and he hits are hard Charlo, you can say that he can beat Charlo too. Why may see him like more like a close fight, because you know when Charlo fight Canelo, he's gonna say this guy is small, he's like Lomachenko. So he's gonna try to do the same that he did to Lomachenko. It may work out, but it will be a more close fight. It's gonna be like 6-6. And I don't see none of them going down. Canelo didn't even get dropped by Golovkin. Golovkin lands on haymaker on Canelo. Round 10, 11, Golovkin was really trying to knock his brain out, and he couldn't do it. So I don't see Charlo and Canelo getting dropped. I see Dimitri Andrews getting dropped by Charlo, yeah, by a jab or something. Because when he's bent, you know, and throw uppercuts, he basically out of position, out of balance. So that's it, yeah, like I'm telling you. Charlo fight better under pressure. Nobody pressured him because they were scared of him. He's a solid, big, strong guy in the division. So I like Charlo. So let's say, so we say top 5 middleweight. That's my top. I don't care about what anybody in the world what I think is top 5 middleweight. For me, top 1, Dimitri Andrews, Billy Sanders second. The third one, Gennady Golovkin, even though he's 38. The fourth one, Canelo Alvarez, just because he beat Daniel Jacobs. Yeah. Let's put Chris O'Brien Jr. I think he might be anybody. Then put Daniel Jacobs. I say that guy already? Let's put Charlo. Charlo is like 6 or 7. So he's now on top 5. If Charlo don't beat a guy like Daniel Jacobs, Canelo, Golovkin, Billy Sanders, Dimitri Sanders, we cannot say he's... If he beat one of this guy, one of them, let me tell you, if he beat Demetrius Andre or Billy Joe Sanders, if he beat Andre, if Charlo beat Andre, I'm telling you right now, he will be number one middleweight. If he beat Golovkin, we can put him after Demetrius Andre. We can put him on number one. Because let me tell you, Golovkin is old. Okay, Danichenko gave him hell. But Golovkin beat Danichenko by 1 point. He beat Danichenko by 1 point. He beat Canelo twice, while this guy drew in his first fight. So he beat 3 top 5 middleweight. So if you beat Golovkin, you definitely go into number one. Even though Golovkin is my top 3. So I see a Golovkin and Charlotte coming out like a chess match, boxing. I see Golovkin out boxing Charlotte with a jab. He's not gonna go in on this guy. I see if Charlotte bring the fight to Golovkin, it will be hard for Golovkin. Why still? That's a 50-50 fight. Charlo and Canelo is a 50-50 fight. Charlo and Daniel Jacob 50-50 fight. Charlo and Demetrius Andre and Billy Joe Sanders. I see those guys getting like a 60-40 against Charlo because they're going out boxing. Charlo cannot fight a guy that box. If Charlo fight Lara, even though Lara doesn't have no chin at all, Lara can boxing. The same happened with Trout. Trout was, you can see the fight. Kovorov almost beat Charlo, or maybe he beat him. I don't care because Charlo is the champion, so it's 6 rounds to 6, whatever. Dimitri Trout the same shit, so it would be like 6 rounds to 6 because they box. They stay on the outside. So Charlo had the potential to be the number one in the division. Charlo is 30 years old. Canelo look like he getting fucked up. He's going open weight and fighting the wrong fights, not fighting the best on his division. Demetrius Andre is like 32 years old. Billy Sanders in Ukraine, they're not popular. And he's saying that he want to fight people. I don't see him fighting nobody. The only major guy that he beat, it was Derek Bellemieux and Chris Ubay Jr. and top 5 middleweight. So I see those guys retiring without fighting nobody. And Jacob and Charlo, we can make the fight. So I see Charlo like the next hardest middleweight in the division as right now after he beat Danichenko. Because Golovkin had like 2 more years before he started getting beat up because he don't have no reflexes at all. Canelo, I see Canelo getting beat by a black guy in the future. Afro-American guy, black guy, whatever you want to say. I don't like Canelo, man. I think Canelo's a fraud. He will get in so many fights. So Charlo is a next big deal. Charlo, I like Charlo, man. He look like a beast. He look like he can literally go to 175. I want Charlo to dominate 160, go up to 168, dominate, and then go to 175 and stay there. I don't see him as a heavyweight, no, that's too much a crossover. I think his small brother coming to 160 and dominating too. Because his small brother is more dangerous. Because his brother is like a pick-up shots guy. He pick shots and land and knock you out. So like I'm telling you guys, I see Charlo like the best middleweight coming up. He's not the best yet. But you know, Demetrius Andre not getting no fights. I don't know why. He's talking too much trash and he don't fight, even though he's the best. Billy Sanders is ancient. Daniel Jacob is out there, Canelo too. But Canelo is going up on weight, and that fight with Kovalev wasn't even that real. So I don't see Canelo going that far in the middleweight. If he fights beside Daniel Jacob, one of the other 4 guys, he definitely gonna lose. Because the only easier fight for him, even Chris Eubank Jr., he's a big guy. He can box. The way he beat Daniel Gil was crazy. He beat Daniel Gil bad. I feel bad for him. He beat him so bad. And Daniel Gil was a good guy. He got a draw with Badojag. Badojag is a 175 guy. So he's good. So like I'm telling you guys, Charlo surprised me. He have a good style. You go to him. I see him at the best middleweight. But he had to be Golovkin, Billy Sanders, or Andre. Because if he beat Daniel Jacob, he's not getting credit. Daniel Jacob got beat by Canelo. So you rather beat Canelo, Golovkin, Valios, and Evander, and then you can be on top one. If he beat Canelo, they give it to him. Because Canelo beat Yannick, so if he beat Canelo, he beat number 1 too. Yeah. Because style make fights. Charlo is not really, people have to understand, Charlo is not a boxer. Charlo is a power puncher, extending the pocket, type of slugger, type of boxer. People not understanding style. I hear people saying, oh, Charlo is fast. Charlo is not fast. Derenchenko was like twice faster as Charlo. Charlo beat him by boxing him, like being the bigger man. It's not he was running about the ring. He was trying to boxing, but he's not really a boxer. And he's a slugger. He likes you to come to him so he can beat you up. That's the way he beat that. The same way I make my prediction, the way he would beat Derenchenko, he did it. He just did it better because I didn't know that he could box. And he came out swinging, boxing with the jab. So he's a boxer. Let's say that he's a boxer. He normally is standing pool guy, but he showed that he can box. And he's a slugger and a power puncher. Because he literally outboxed Derenchenko because Derenchenko is a smaller guy and come in. And the guy that you can outbox. Because Golovkin outboxed Derenchenko even though he got beat up. But Canelo, even though Charlo tries to outbox Canelo have a good defense, so he's not gonna get caught. If Canelo go inside on him, he can make a close fight. We don't know. Canelo defense, counter puncher, or Canelo power slogan, it's a close fight. And Canelo is not doesn't hear how Charlo Canelo can hit. Canelo can beat you up, So I feel Charlo is the next big deal. The guy making fights. See you in the next video, guys.